Go across now to Sandeep Parekh of FinTech Law Advisors. Sandeep, you've heard what the Sahara Council had to say. You've seen the details that are flashing on your screens. SEBI has said that it has directed the freezing of bank accounts, of attaching properties, of even attaching SPVs. What do you make of this, and do you believe that were you surprised at all by this order? Because if one goes by what transpired in court last week, it seemed like this was the action that would follow.
So, in fact, I'm surprised the Sahara Council has not seen the order, because I can see it and I'm sure you can see it. It's very clear that it's not based on some website. It's a signed order. I think quite a bizarre assertion to say that just because something is up on a website, it's not enforceable. If you go by that logic, all Supreme Court orders, if you can see them on the website, they were not enforceable.
So,
anyway,
Sandeep, just if I can interrupt you there, just for clarity's sake, you are categorically saying then that these properties and bank accounts have indeed been attached and have been frozen if one were to read the order that's been put up by SEBI?
Absolutely. No second opinion on that. And it's based out of a Supreme Court order which says that SEBI is supposed to attach bank accounts, properties, whatever is available. So, I mean, beyond the Supreme Court, there's only God to pray to. I don't see any kind of further relief which can be available to Sahara. So I think it's kind of a dead end for them. The SEBI orders kind of shows the mirror. You can't say that the mirror is causing me to be ugly. It's just kind of saying that.
Are you surprised though that, Sandeep, are you surprised the market regulator, because the Sahara Council was certainly suggesting that the market regulator should restrict itself to the two companies involved in the OFCD case, but in this case they have gone after the directors, they have gone after Subrata Roy's personal accounts, they've gone after SPVs, they've gone after Sahara Group companies?
No, so again, going back to the kind of prime question is that have the money been restricted to the two companies? The answer is no. They've gone to all kinds of, dozens or maybe hundreds of entities. So, can you trace that money and can you kind of freeze that money? I think the answer is yes, and therefore that's what the Supreme Court order seems to suggest. So, I don't think we can kind of interpret a way outside the Supreme Court order.
So, you're absolutely right, because the Supreme Court, it was an order passed by the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court, in fact, came down hard, we understand, on the market regulator, saying, why hasn't there been an execution of the order that we had passed? In that case, what kind of legal recourse do you believe is available now to Sahara post the SEBI order?
So, I think I would say two recourses. One is for SEBI to do all this work which they've done today, which is attach properties, etc., whatever is in the domain of the Indian subcontinent, and I'm sure SEBI can't go to New York and attach properties, but that's one option. The other option is contempt of court. So contempt also SEBI has filed. These two are kind of going parallelly. I'm not sure where they're going to land up.
So, what can Sahara do in this situation? Because the SEBI order is fairly clear, and we've seen what's happened in the Supreme Court with the Supreme Court order. So, where does Sahara go? What can Sahara do now?
I think they can pray, because beyond the Supreme Court, there's not much in this country. So, they can apply to Supreme Court for extension of time, but beyond that, I don't see much relief which is going to be available to them.
Not much relief. This is a big story that we are bringing to you tonight. Very, very difficult days ahead for Sahara Group promoter Subrata Roy and the Sahara Group. As we've been saying, the SEBI, market regulator SEBI, has cracked the whip and has ordered or directed freezing of accounts and attaching properties of the Sahara Group and Subrata Roy personally as well, including 3 directors of the Sahara Group as well. Sandeep Parekh, appreciate you joining us here with your thoughts on the legal recourse available and the road ahead for the Sahara Group. But that is the big story at this point in time.